So 48 hours on the house lake at Milton Pool Fisheries. Going to be great. We're going after carp, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get a few actually. To be fair, this is a great place to come if you want to get a bend in your rod, and that's basically what I'm here for. Would be nice to catch a couple of doubles. Would be nice to catch a 20 out of this lake actually, to be fair. But we'll just see what happens, won't we? Nice and easy setup. 10-foot carp rods, both loaded up with 15-pound mainline on the reels. And we're going to be using solid PVA bags cast up towards the very far margin. And on the other one, just a very plain hair rig with a safety leg clip and bottom baits on that one. We'll go through baits and everything in a minute. But yeah, so far so good. Already landed one, which is great. So we're just going to continue going until we get a few more. And you know, hopefully we'll just have a really good 48 hours. The weather's nice right now, but unfortunately I have checked the app and it's meant to be raining as of about... There's a run! As I was saying, the weather app said as of about 11 o'clock tonight it's going to rain. So I've only got this good weather for a little bit. This one's come off the solid PVA bag to the very far margins. There's a set of lily pads over there. So basically I've clipped up and that's where we're fishing to. And it's gone off. Woohoo! It's always nice to get a bend in a rod. Weather's very up and down today. 1 minute it's pure bright sunshine and it's boiling hot. And then the clouds come over and it's freezing. Oh, look at that. Oh. As I said, come down to this particular lake because it's just nice to get a bend in the rod. I wouldn't have said it was difficult fishing. I've no doubt I'm going to get a couple of sleepless nights. But I don't mind that if they're going to be doing this. It's only a small common by the looks of it, but every fish is welcome on this session. Like I said, it would be nice to hit into a couple of the bigger ones that are residing in here. But it is a case of going through the smaller ones first, I guess. Ah. Now we've got the other rod going. There we are. Right. Well, I was trying to do my intro, but there we are. Milton Pool's 48 hours and we're carp fishing. So we'll get this little one up on the bank and we'll take a quick look at him and get him back. There we are. Like I said, not a big one, but he's full of energy. Oh, got the plane going overhead. Yeah, all coming on the solid PVA bag. Brilliant. Up against that far margin behind me. Get it back. We'll get another one, won't we? Whee! So this one's literally just been out seconds. I've literally only just cast it to the far margin just after I had the other little comment on the PVA bag. It seems quite like the old micro pellets and pop-ups, that's for sure. It feels like a nice one, this one. Really nice day today. Unfortunately tomorrow it's absolutely chucking it down. Of course, me being me, I've got no waterproofs. Oh well. If I have to fish in my cacks, I will. Just drag it. There we go. They come in quite quickly from the far margin, then they tend to scrap more around in your margin area. What have we got here? Oh, that looks kind of white to me. There's every possibility it's a ghost carp. Now that would be nice. Oh yeah, it's a ghost carp. There we go. Only a small one, but it'll do. Second fish of the session. Again, this comes to the same with the other one. It came to the tiger nut yellow pop-up. I quite like that. And again, what carp doesn't like tiger nut? There he is. Boom. Straight in the net. Oh, lovely little ghost carp. No, he's not full-blown ghosty. He's got more common in him than he has ghosty. There we are. It's nice to have on the bag. Put up a nice little scrap. You can see he's kind of got a little bit of ghosty in him. Not a great deal, but still a very lovely fish to have. Right, let's get him back. Well, the rod's gone off on the bottom bait this time. It seems like quite a nice mirror. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. It's not a bad mirror, to be fair. Got a right old scrap in the margins. Right. Just coming up to about 2 o'clock. Been here for about 3 hours now. This is the fourth. When it wants to come in. Yeah, it's a nice size mirror. Yeah, that'll do. That was a nice little scrap, that was. Nice little chunky mirror, little 8-pound mirror. Oh, distinctive this one, he's got a little bit of a nip out the top of his tail. Every single one of them has been feisty on the bank so far. I like bloody grass carp. There we are. Nice little scrappy 8-pound mirror. But it's nice to get a couple of the mirrors because there's quite a few commons in here, so when you do get a mirror, really nice. But yeah, look, quite distinctive, got a little nip out of his tail. We'll call him half cut. There we are. Alright, let's get him back and get some more. Okay, so it's just gone 9 o'clock now, the evening's coming in, and I think it's been quite a productive day. We've had a few on the bank already, more than what I've had in the last few sessions that I've been on, that's for sure. I fully expect to sleep this night tonight, to be fair. I reckon they're going to come on the feed really heavily tonight, especially when that rain starts coming in, albeit not nice to play fishing, definitely not, no one likes the rain, but needs must. Got the dinner on the go, noodles and meatballs, classic, either that or pot noodle, it's one of 2 pasta sauces. Should bring steak next time, steak, yeah, that's what I should have bought. Oh well, get the kettle on as well, get a cup of tea going. I'm basically just going to settle in for the night now. If I get anything during the night, I've got a light and should be able to continue filming during the night. Obviously if it's raining I'll be keeping the recording equipment inside the bivvy, so it may be a little dark, but certainly going to give it a good go. Right, let's get me dinner on the go, sit back, relax, and yeah, settle in for the evening. Just as the sun went down, the solid PVA bag went off again. We were into one of the better fish. £10 exactly. Oh, a lovely looking mirror. Really nice to have, that is. Literally £10 on the nose, that. Very nice. Took a liking to the tiger nut. Yellow pop-up. There we are. Got a gob on it, hasn't it? Fantastic. Right. Just getting myself all settled down then, but I'll wake up for that. Fantastic. Right. Let's get him back. See if we can get a few more around about this size. Hopefully bigger. Well, good morning. That was an extremely productive night. Eventually I had to get the rods in because I just could not keep the bait in the water. The bottom baits had I think about 3 on them, up to about 6-7 pounds, and the PVA bag was just flying off the handle. I mean, oh, he's trying to go again. Literally there was a few times that I cast the bait out up against the far margin, and before I'd even got the indicator onto the line, it's gone off. All single figure fish, between 3 up to about 9 pounds. We had that 10-pound one just after dusk. It rained a little this morning. It's freshened up the air a bit. It's gone quite still and quite quiet now. But I've got the rods back out. But I had to get them in eventually because I needed to get some sleep in. There was no way I was going to get any sleep with them just consistently going off like that. I mean, it's great fishing, but you do need a bit of kip sometime. But hopefully the rain's not going to be too much today. It looks fairly okay, but I've got a funny feeling that, you know, it's going to open up at some point. But for now, I shall continue to enjoy the favourable weather and the favourable fishing. The rods are back out on the spot. I'm enjoying a cup of coffee, albeit it's like when I poured my sugar into the coffee, yeah, there was about 20-30 plus ants all swimming in there. So yeah, it's now a protein coffee. A little nutty, but it's fine. Anyway, right, we're going to continue to fish. Here we go. Bring on the carp. Sorry for the noise in the background. The guy's cutting his lawn. Right, bottom bait's gone off. I've had 3 bites on this so far this morning. This is the 3rd that I've actually connected with. I bumped off on the other 2. So I'm going to take a quick look at the rig, and I think I might change it over. It's got a standard Y-gape on there. I think I might change over the bait presentation and the hook. Let's see if we can pick up a few more fish. Ooh, just another little tiddler, but you know, fish is a fish. I'm sure we'll get next to the big one soon. He's only about 4 pounds, so I'm just going to unhook him in the net and get him straight back. Right, before I change it over, just have a quick look at the left hand rod, which is the one that I've got into the near side margin. It's about 2 rod lengths out, and on the bottom baits. Now, so far it's caught me a few fish, but I've noticed that I've been bumping quite a few fish off. So we'll take a look at the rig that I've been using. As I said, it's very basic. Rig tubing, hybrid lead clip, 2 ounce lead weight, short 15-pound braided hook length. I'm using a Y-gape hook and just a little bit of shrink tubing on there just to kick it, but it's starting to become quite ineffective now. So I'm going to change it over. Oh, the bait, literally one of them, which is, it's basically a spicy redfish, oily, which is It's actually quite nice actually. It's kind of got almost a Marmite sort of smell to it in some sort of weird, strange, fishy way. But I've just been using a single one of them on the bottom and a scattering of the freebies over the top. And the carp really do seem to be coming into it. They're churning up the bottom. You can see the mud coming up. You can see the bubbles. They are having it. But I'm not hooking as many as I think I should be and getting in as many as I should be. So I'm going to change it over now to this. Again, same length of braid, same hybrid let clip. But there's a size 8 curved shank hook on there. One of the bottom bait boilies, and I've nipped off one of the fluoro squid pop-ups to put it on there. So basically a snowman rig on, I guess it's a KD rig, I guess. But we're going to give that a go and see if the hooking efficiency increases rather than decreases, as it seems to be right now. So that's the great thing about some of these waters. You can go on here if you're looking to chop and change around rigs, try new methods, try new baits even. Places like this are great to come. Yeah, okay, you're not going to be catching 30s and 40s all the time. Well, you would if you went over to the specimen lake, but we're not on there. But it's a great way to test sort of stuff and, you know, get confidence in what you're fishing with. It's all about confidence. Anglers fish effectively better if they're more confident in how they're fishing. It literally is a mental mind game. If you're confident with it, it's going to work, innit? So, let's see if this does. The mirrors do certainly fight hard in here. It's nice when you hook one. Cool. Right, and yeah. There we are. It's nice to see the effective change in rigs. It's got him right in the lip, and it's a better quality stamp of fish. Brilliant. Well, that's a much better fish. The KD rig worked perfectly. There we are. Lovely chunky mirror. Not quite a double, but he's on his way. But it's nice when you make that rig change and improves dividend. Brilliant. Lovely little mirror. Right, let's get the rig back in. The right hand rod, so the one that's been doing all the damage. Literally it's just a solid PVA bag set up. A little bit of rig tubing, 2 ounce inline pair, very short 15-pound hook length. That weed off. Shot. So wide gape, raptor hook, bit of string tubing, give it a bit of a kick, and then yellow tiger nut. Yellow tiger nut seems to be doing really, really well, and I'm not going to change it because if it's working, why change it? And then literally all I've been doing is putting that into a solid bag with some micro feed pellets and casting it up against the very far margin. It's worked very, very well so far. To be fair, it doesn't matter where I go, it doesn't matter where I'm fishing. If it's a carp, you can guarantee that at least one of my rods has a solid PVA bag on it. It's my go-to rig no matter where I go. It's such an effective method of fishing. The terrain underneath the water could be, you know, full of leaves, full of twigs, bits of weed, just things everywhere. Yeah, if you whack a solid PVA bag on it, 9 times out of 10, your presentation's still going to be good enough for a bite. So there we are. That's the right hand rod and the one that's been basically doing all the work for me today and yesterday and last night. Solid PVA bag, guys. Give it a go. Well, the rain's come back in again. I'm just taking a quick break. Classic carp food. Pot noodle. What else? But it's gone absolutely manic. Very strange. For the first 24 hours, the solid PVA bag was doing the business up against the far margin. And that's primarily where I was catching all my carp from. Now today, the solid PVA bag hasn't done a single fish, yet the bottom baits, after I've changed over to the D-rig and snowman style, that's the one doing the business now. And the problem is I've got that much content that I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. And this is how manic it's been. Ooh, this feels like a good one. I'll play this one carefully, excuse me. This is definitely a better fish. Oh, crikey. If I have to stand up, excuse my bum. Slowly coming in. I put up a really good fight, that. It's like a common. He ain't wanted to come in just yet. Oh. It's a nice fish. I've been waiting for this, going all through those singles. Only one double so far. Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. As long as it comes in. Yeah. Yeah, that's fishing. Devastated. Absolutely devastated. Hook just pulled out. Angler's fault, clearly. I'm not sure exactly what I did wrong, but hook came out. That was definitely one of the bigger residents. I had it very close to the net as well. That's what makes it worse. It had a big old shoulder on it, and I'm sure I'll recognise it if I actually manage to land it when I come back down, or again, hopefully, if it takes the bait. But that's, you know, busting your bum through all those singles, and to finally pick up one of the big residents in here. Oh, the weather matches my mood right now. Oh, still, that's fishing. Oh, there we are. Little consolidation prize in the form of this scrappy little mirror. Not quite the chunky one I want, but fish is a fish. Well, like I was saying before I got interrupted by yet another fish, there is a lot of footage from today. It's been very, very productive. And once again, I almost got interrupted. So, without further ado, cue montage. 11 pounds and 10 ounces. There we are. A lovely looking common. Well, there we are, just had this little common take the KD rig again. A little fish meal bottom bait and squid fluoro pop up. Yeah, nice little scrap. They're amazing looking fish. They're absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Yeah. Colorations in that, silvers, the gold. I mean, this head, you can see what it's called, a ghost carp. Fantastic. That is really, really pretty. Back to record. Right, get it back. Just as it's done that, fish switched back on. Again, this is the left hand rod on the bottom bait. I've had nothing on the solid PBO bags today, nothing. That's a nice common. There's a nice one. Whew. Oh, he's coming right into the margin. A horrible, horrible time. Oh, that's a tidy fish. Yes. He's in. Yeah, that's a nice looking common, that. Woo! Starting to get into the bigger fish is great, brilliant. Get them on the mat and we'll have a look. Oh, there we go. 17.5 pounds. Beautiful common. And I'm very happy with that. We managed to get into one of the bigger fish. Absolutely ecstatic, brilliant. Now I'm gonna get her back. Let her rest and she'll go straight back home, but fantastic. We managed to get into one of the bigger residents. Really happy with that. Great fish. It's just come up 9 o'clock now on the second evening. The last night I got to pack up early in the morning, got dinner on the go, bit of chicken, vegetable soup, and I feel vindicated now after losing that large one and catching that 17.5 and that 11. Yeah, I feel vindicated. It feels good to get those on the bank and have them in amongst all the others that we've had. And to be fair, I've had plenty, at least 3 dozen now, easy. but we've got one more night to go. Pack up early, so I'm going to have me dinner, get the rigs out, rebait everything, and then settle down for the night. There we are, little ghosty, just before it gets properly dark. We're slipping back, and we'll get back in and wait for the night to come in, hope for a few more very big ones to get on the bank. Well, it's just gone 10 o'clock, and the bottom bait's gone off again with a very unusually shaped carp. He's short and stocky, he weighs 10.5 pounds, would you believe it? But look at that. That's a very unusual creature, isn't it? Really distinctive. Big old kink back on him. Obviously it's a deformity in birth. But yeah, 10.5 pound, there we are. Nice little bent up kink common. Alright, just want to take a quick look at you, buddy. There we are. Lovely fully scaled mirror. We're getting back because he's quite feisty. Way. But beautiful. £11 4 ounce. Whee. Well, last night was fairly quiet. All packed up, ready to go home now. The right hand rod went off for a final time. This chunky little £10 3 ounce carp. Beautiful. It's a great way to end the session. I've really enjoyed my time down here. It's been absolutely amazing. We've had so many fish, it's been ridiculous. Nothing to note really, but a really nice session nevertheless. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do like and subscribe. And if you want any more information on Milton Pool, their Facebook link is in the description below. Until the next time, tight lines.